Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm doing a tutorial on this eye look right here, and I'm going to be using the Dark Magic and Ring the Alarm palettes from the Jaclyn and Morphe Vault. I kind of was forcing myself not to use the Ring the Alarm palette just because it's like a lot of warms, and I feel like that's like mainly what I always use. So I've been trying to like force myself to use the other palettes, and I had to break down and use it today. Alright, so if you guys want to see how I got this look, just keep watching. Okay, so I've already primed my eye with the Wet n Wild PhotoFocus eyeshadow primer as always. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my Cala 415 brush right here, and I'm going to dip into the Morphe and Jaclyn Dark Magic palette, and I'm going to pick up the shade Poof, which is just that light one right there, and I'm going to use that one as my transition shade. I'm also going to run this underneath of my eye. And I am going to keep to a more rounded shape on the outer corner here than I have been in some of my most recent tutorials. So just kind of starting even with this color, even though it doesn't show up, just kind of keep to this rounded shape here. Okay, so now I'm going to switch over to the Ring the Alarm palette, and I'm going to grab some of the shade Rush, which is that one right there. It's like the lightest orange in the palette. And I'm going to kind of just buff that one into the transition area. I'm just picking up a little bit of pigment at a time and tapping off the extra so I don't go in with too much. I'm also going to run that one underneath of my eye. Okay, so now I'm just going to switch brushes over to my Morphe M506 brush, and I'm going to grab some of the shade Alert, which is this one, which is just a slightly deeper orange color, and I'm going to kind of just lay that one down a little bit below where I stopped with Rush. Again, just tapping off the extra because you don't want to go in with too much pigment. And again, I'm just going to run under my eye. Okay, now I'm going to grab Mugshot, which is kind of like the deepest orangey, kind of a brownish shade right here. And again, just laying that one down a little bit lower than where I put Alert. Again, laying this one on the bottom. I'm literally just kind of mirroring on the bottom of my eye what I'm doing on the top. Okay, so now what I'm going to do before I move on to the red shades, I'm going to kind of work backwards from what I just did. So I'm just going to, since I just laid down Mugshot, I'm going to grab Alert, and then I'm also going to end up grabbing Rush again, just to kind of help blend out this whole orangey area here. And I'm just going to lightly run each one along the edge of the previous color. And then I am going to grab the shade Poof again from the Dark Magic palette, just this light guy right here. And I am going to use that one to just kind of further blend everything. Oh, and I'm switching back to my Cala 415 brush. Okay, so then back on my M506 brush, I'm going to go back to the Ring the Alarm palette, and I'm going to pick up the shade Framed. This one right here, it's kind of like a wine-ish color. And I'm going to run that in the crease of my eye, and I'm going to put it in the crease like right where the lid kind of meets the crease. Again, just building the pigment up. And I also am going to lay that framed color just on the outer and inner corners of my lid right here. I am going to avoid like the center area here. Okay, and then just switching over to my Morphe MB47 brush, this little flat guy right here, I am going to pick up more of that framed color, and I'm just going to run that right along my lower lash line. And I am going to pick up a little bit of Rush, which is just that lightest orange one that we used. And I'm just going to kind of use that to help blend that red into that orange here. Just gonna lightly run it along the edge there. Okay, so now I'm gonna take my Morphe B10 brush. It's like this little, I love this guy for cut creases, he's perfect. And I'm going to take some of my Tarte Shape Tape, and I'm just gonna start to kind of lay down this middle cut crease here. Okay, and then right when I get that line to where it is, I'm going to switch brushes over to my little e.l.f. concealer brush just because it's smaller and I feel like the bristles are a little bit more densely packed, so it's easier to kind of cover my lid with this concealer. And I'm just going to just kind of coat the center section of my lid in that Tarte Shape Tape. I'm going to focus most of the pigment of that concealer in the center of my lid and just kind of lightly blend it outward. If you guys can hear rattling, it's my bracelets, by the way. Okay, so now that I have that concealer laid down, I am going to take my little MAC shadow brush and pick up more of that poof shade, this one, and I'm just going to use that one to set this concealer. And when I close my eye, I am going to use this little e.l.f. concealer brush just to kind of make sure that nothing creases before I set it. Alright, so going back to the Ring the Alarm palette, I'm going to pick up more of Framed on my M506 brush, and I'm just going to touch up where that poof color kind of overlapped right here. And I am taking just a little bit of product and kind of dabbing along this edge just to kind of help make it fade a little bit better. And so just keep working between like patting a little bit of poof into the center again and taking more of Framed along the edges until you're kind of happy with the blend that you have. Okay, so then now I'm going to grab my little Glam & Beauty little angled kind of pencil brush, and I'm going to grab some more of Framed just on the very tip of this and tap most of it off, and then I'm going to lightly just run along the top of this cut crease just to kind of really make that line pop. And then just taking a little bit of Rush, that lightest orange again, and kind of just using that to help blend where we just laid that down here. Okay, so now just taking my Morphe E24 brush, and I'm going to spritz it with a little bit of the Pearlessence Coconut Rose Hydrating Face Mist. It doesn't have to be this, it can be whatever face mist you want to use. I just want my brush to be damp. And then I'm going to grab a little bit more of Poof, and I'm going to put that on the center, or not the center, my inner corner. Okay, and then just spraying it again because it got a little dry. I'm going to take more of Poof and put that one onto my brow bone. And be really careful not to get this into your brow hairs or to bring it too far down because it will, because it's damp, it can mess up the blend here that you have. Okay, so now I'm going to throw on a coat of my Maybelline Mega Plush Mascara, and I will be right back. Alright guys, so this is the finished look right here. It feels very weird not having any like shimmer or glitters on my eyes. It also feels very weird not to be wearing lashes with a look like this, but I actually kind of like it because, I don't know, I feel like you can kind of like see all of the details a little bit better when there are like giant lashes hiding them. Alright guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to hit the like button down below and to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. As I always do, all of the products, the brushes, all that type of stuff will always be listed down below in the description box. I hope you all have a great day, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!